Hi, everybody, and welcome into the Cougar soccer facility. Second half of our men's and women's soccer doubleheader. College of the Canyons and Santa Barbara City College here from the Cougar soccer facility. I'm Matt Robinson, happy to have you along as always. Well, the COC men's program trying to find a win. They're 1-6 so far on the year. They've kind of had a tough run as of late. They've dropped their last 4. They've only scored a couple of goals in all those matches. They had 3 goals against Sequoias, but have only scored 2 goals in their last 3 losses. So trying to find a way to pick up a victory here today against a 1-1-3 Santa Barbara team who's coming in without a win since their first game of the year against LA Harbor. The Vaqueros have had a tie in 2 of their last 4. A pair of 2-1 losses between a 3-3 tie and a 2-2 tie against Chaffee and Bakersfield. So both teams trying to find victories and get themselves back in the win column. It's been a while for both sides, as the Vaqueros will be in their white uniforms, moving to our right in the first half. The Cougars in their blue uniforms, moving to our left. As the second half of our men's and women's doubleheader. If you're just joining us, the COC women lost 2-0 to Santa Barbara. Men trying to salvage a split between the two teams. The COC men will be in their new gray kits. Yellow and blue striping along the arms, blue pants and blue socks. This is a different look for the COC men. It's the first time we've seen these gray kits so far this year. So we are just about ready to get underway. And we are to work in the first half, COC and Santa Barbara. Here in the second match of our doubleheader. That ball goes out of play off of Santa Barbara, so it'll be a COC throw-in here. This ball comes right back out, right back at me. Doing everything I can to protect equipment. So this ball bounces around through midfield. Santa Barbara will work back towards the attack. Martin Munns gets knocked down, was able to play it ahead. Timo Jansen worked onto it, but COC able to take it away. And Alec Fryer has it for the Cougars. We'll try and slip it back through midfield. This ball sent ahead by Canyons. They'll try and serve it ahead. We're trying to get it to Nils Niwe Nisbamwana, but couldn't get to it. So we'll get a Canyons throw in. Deep on Santa Barbara's side of midfield. Carrolls will clear this one away back towards the middle of the field. Alejandro Torres on first touch. Cougars will bump it ahead as Tom Larcier was able to play it forward. Reyes Silva had it for a minute. The Cougars will recontrol back through midfield. Here's Drew Leskin. Slips it along the middle of the field. Larcier will chip onto the outside of the far side. The Cougars trying to run on an attack here. Header towards the middle of the field, picked up by Canyons. Ledesma had it. Lost it, spun off of it. Arana was there, got taken away. Now Ledesma tries to cross into the middle. And Santa Barbara able to defend as Sasha Halibi was there to knock it down. This one out off of Santa Barbara, so it's COC ball. Cougars will bring on a throw in here. Cougars have had a full week between games, so the legs should be plenty fresh. So the last game was a 3-1 loss here against West Hills Lemoore. Or actually, they lost on Tuesday. I'm sorry. That was notes from Tuesday into today. Actually lost on Tuesday, but they had a full week off coming into Tuesday, so the legs should still be plenty rested. Cougars have been held to a goal or less in 5 of their 6 losses so far this year. That one went out. It's going to be a Santa Barbara throw-in. Fryer was trying to play it away, but could not as we go back to work. Sandino onto the far side of the field. Ball defended by Santa Barbara. Played ahead by Canyons. Back towards the middle of the field. Santa Barbara will play it back towards their own goal. As will Haberfield will play it ahead. Starting keeper for Santa Barbara. The Cougars going with Matthew Swanson today as their starting goal. Swanson's been good this year, 1.6 goals against. Only a .765 save percentage, but he's only allowed 4 goals in 5 games played, just 1 start this year, as he's usually been coming in second. Santa Barbara trying to attack here. Swept to the middle of the field. Cougars able to clear it away. Leskin trying to run onto it, wearing the captain's armband today for COC. Tried to play it through, defended away by Yahir Cervantes. Picked up by Santa Barbara. Lovegren, the outside of the field. Cervantes, back to the middle. Wouters Vanden. Odenweer, able to play it ahead. It's a foul on COC. As Santa Barbara will get a set-piece opportunity from just outside the 18 on the near side of the field. Just Leskin the only wall there. Cougars going to send a second body to come over and help out. Santa Barbara trying to organize. There'll be a left-footed swing towards goal and Swanson out to gather it. As a man cutting through couldn't get a head on it. Believe it was Lovegren trying to cut through and get there. It's going to be a throw-in coming for Santa Barbara off the far side of the field. That one out off of Santa Barbara, so we'll go back the other way for Canyons here. If you're interested, COC women winning, COC women's volleyball team leading 2-0, leading 18-13 in the 3rd set, trying to pull a sweep against LA Pierce College. You can catch that one on the other channel on the Cougar Sports Network here today. So 6 o'clock start. It's been a quick match so far. So here goes Cervantes down the near side of the field. Brandon Garcia de la Fuente trying to cut around a defender, got knocked off of it. Cervantes was there as well. Cougars go back the other way. Leskin on a counter. COC on a run. Poked ahead. Leskin couldn't gather it around Joep Wouters Vander Odenweer. And Den Odenweer, I should say. That's a heck of a mouthful to the young man from Amsterdam. His sophomore season for Santa Barbara, and he's the leading scorer for Santa Barbara this year. Plays that middle back position, but actually it's more like a midfield position, but he's very dangerous through that swing spot. And actually I scratched that. It's Barton Munns who has the leading scorer, is the leading scorer this year. I was looking at the wrong line on my sheet. It makes more sense. Munns the striker for Santa Barbara. This one played all the way to the near side by COC. Reyes Silva gets knocked down as Garcia de la Fuente knocks him down. Canyons tries to serve it up to Fryer in the middle. From the midfield stripe, and no. Nisbamwana couldn't get onto it for COC. Back the other way comes Garcia de la Fuente. They'll try and split defenders. Still in a long run, will play it along the outside. Lovegren with it, got knocked down by one of the Cougars. Cougars gonna go back the other way on a counter. Good challenge by COC that time to get a takeaway. Nisbamwana couldn't get onto it though, as Arana's through pass was knocked down. And Santa Barbara back the other way. Lovegren in the midfield area. Flicks it back towards Alibi, the defender for Santa Barbara, and he will play catch with fellow defender Oscar Chacon Gallardo. Haberfield, the goaltender, now with handle. On to the far side of the field in front of the Santa Barbara bench, out off the Vaqueros, and the Cougars will get a throw-in. Just about 10 minutes in here to the first half. No score COC and Santa Barbara. Cougars play a ball along to the near side box for Leskin. Leskin just lets Santa Barbara's defense knock it out of play as Halibi was there on it. The Cougars were going to keep throwing. Actually, it was Cervantes that was deep on it. Short throw in for Canyons. Or the Cougars without Josh Swanson. Likely out for the rest of the year. Injured himself in the opening match of the season for COC. Swanson way out. Mishandles, taken away by Santa Barbara, but Swanson was able to get a foot on it as Munns, the dangerous man for the Vaqueros, nearly had an empty net to go at. So dangerous play that time. Swanson well out. And he gets away with it. Here comes Santa Barbara back the other way. Vanden Odenweer sends it ahead. Munns. Good slide challenge that time from Sandino to take it away from him. And Sandino back up the near side of the field in the middle of Fryer. Touches ahead. Makud trying to spin around. Back to the middle of the field for Canyons. Tripping on the ball, though, was one of the Cougar players. And back the other way comes Morea. For Santa Barbara. Carroll's trying to get an attack. Good defense that time by COC. Morera that time was trying to come on the attack on the outside. Now Leskin. Canyons trying to find a counter, but they don't have enough bodies to really make it dangerous, so Leskin going to try and make it dangerous himself. Takes a deep shot, and it goes wide of the goal. Good chance that time for Drew Leskin trying to drive in. As he was able to split a couple of defenders and fire one wide. And it'll be back for Santa Barbara back the other way. Best look of the match for COC here early on, as we're a little over 10 minutes in. Cervantes plays it ahead. Munns flicks it onto the near side with his skull. There's a nice play by Munns that time. Munns and Vanden Odenweer, both out of Herman Wesel College in Amsterdam. They've made a dangerous connection through the middle this year. Munns really the finisher. 4 goals, 8 points, 14 shots, 10 on goal. Santa Barbara will have a chance to set something here. As Timo Jansen will go to work. Head coach is John Sisterson for Santa Barbara. For COC, Phil Marcelin. Sisterson in his 16th season, Marcelin in his 20th. As Jansen will serve this one into the box. Munns tries to head it on. Swanson there to gather. Swanson wants to throw it out, and does. Swanson wanted to go quickly for COC here. Arana back to the middle of the field. Nakud thought he had pressure on him and took a hard step trying to flick it onto the outside. I think he could have just maybe let that run ahead of him a little bit and corral. Cervantes on the near side. Leskin challenging him. Garcia de la Fuente will just play it back. Alibi now will run it ahead. A little bit of an overlap with the midfielders here. We'll play it onto the middle of the field to Jansen. Jansen will work it onto the far side on the outside. Lovegren that time will pick up. Drives a deep shot that goes up and over the goal. Good chance that time from Lovegren. And he just missed it up and over. You see Lovegren work into your screen that time. So the best chance for Santa Barbara maybe, other than the ball that nearly became a breakaway with an empty net for Munns. Santa Barbara working along the outside on the far side of the field. Cougars able to get a takeaway and turn it away. Santa Barbara trying to go back to work. Now a chance. Munns drives and he scores. Munns walking right through on good service from Santa Barbara, and he beats Swanson into the far side of the goal. And Santa Barbara has a 1-0 lead as Munns has his 5th of the year. So Munns in the 15th minute. Santa Barbara with a 1-0 lead. Not the start the Cougars wanted. COC has been scored on first in each of their last 4 matches. They actually had a 3-goal first half against Sequoias, had a lead going into the second and just gave up 4 unanswered. But just have not been able to challenge enough and have been giving up a few too many early goals. Another first half goal against on COC. Santa Barbara controlling back in their own half of midfield. Munns able to touch it along. Out off of COC as Larcier with some pressure that time.
That was as good as the earlier,
And Barbara trying to attack again. Here's Munns again, will drive it on, and this time Swanson able to cover it up. So another good look for Munns once again. And like I said, he's dangerous, especially with the right foot off that opposite side, coming down the left wing. Bad first touch that by Santa Barbara that time. Rolls back into their own end. As Cervantes had first touch. Canyons, though, can't do much with it as Leskin doesn't control clean. Waiting on the throw-in here. Interesting matchup right there with Jacob Reyes Silva and Bart Munns. Munns about a full foot taller than Reyes Silva. Santa Barbara just playing control now, leading 1-0. 27 minutes to go here in the first half. Bart Munns with the only goal so far. Santa Barbara now trying to find an attack. They played along the outside to Munns down the left wing. Or actually, excuse me, it's Lovegren. Lovegren will drive a right-footed strike, a one-hop to Swanson, who will catch it. Cougars will try and go back the other way and find a counter here. Reyes Silva back into the middle of the field. Larcier softly touches it along the far side. Sandino doesn't do much with it, plays it up the far sideline. Taken away by Santa Barbara. They'll corral and control. Jansen in the middle of the field with a run. Jansen, plenty of speed underneath him. Will cut it along the outside. Munz, fake to left foot, takes a right foot, and he scores! Munz with his second here of the first half. And Santa Barbara with a 2-0 lead. So he missed the replay on that one, just a step behind, but Munz with a beautiful move. A left step first, faked a left-footed shot, cut it back to his right, and made it 2-0 in favor of the Vaqueros here. And we're not even 20 minutes into this first half. So the Cougars now trailing and really have not had an attack yet. They trail by 2. This is good service ahead. Leskin onside into the 18. A left-footed strike for the far corner, and he just missed. Good try that time on really good service. You can see Leskin was on, tried with the left foot, and just missed it off the far side. Sandino plays it ahead. That was the first good attack for the Cougars a moment ago with Leskin driving. This one going to go out of play and result in a goal kick for Santa Barbara here.
Stop running! Hey, Prime! What the fuck is Prime doing?
Ball back into the Santa Barbara end. Vaqueros able to control. Still trying to find an attack that's dangerous to COC. Outside of that Leskin one, they really haven't had much. Santa Barbara will serve that one into the goal area, and Swanson will come out and gather it up. So 2-0 Santa Barbara as we continue to work here. Offside flag on the far side, called against the Vaqueros that time. They're still trying to get ahead on an attack here and just have not been able to.
Oh, who's coming wide? Again. You. Hey, go.
Cougars will get a free kick chance here. It'll be Leskin to try and take it from, we'll call it about 40, maybe 35, we'll see. We'll swing it in. Cougars can't get a body on it as it goes past everybody. This one served into the box on a corner, and it's headed wide. Cougars, another opportunity and just can't find a clean attack on it. Santa Barbara back to work with the ball. Vaqueros still in control back in their own half of midfield. Another chance for Santa Barbara, and they just miss. Cougars trying to find a counter here. Is Moana in the middle of the field, right foot chance blocked. Defended away by Santa Barbara and played out to the middle of the field. Cougars back to work here. This one driven wide of the goal. Munns, a little bit too heavy on the weight that time, goes out off of Santa Barbara. 2-0 Vaqueros here. 16 minutes to go in the first half. Cougars have had a couple of opportunities, but outside of the Leskin chance on a service ball down the near side, have not had anything really dangerous. You got to figure they need to challenge Will Haberfield. 6th start of the year, he's given up 8 goals. Only made 10 saves, so you talk about 18 shots on goal, and 8 of them had gone in. So save percentage is right about 55%. And now that you're trailing by 2, is a foul going to be called on Leskin from behind that time? And it's just outside the 18, so maybe 20 out here. This is going to be a really big opportunity for Santa Barbara to take a 3-0 lead. Munns standing over it, I believe, as he looks for his 3rd, and that one blocked by the wall. And then another block by the wall and a rebound chance from Jansen. It's Bamwana now. Couldn't get around Jansen. Picked up by Chacon Gallardo. Gallardo back on the outside to Cervantes once again. Now Garcia de la Fuente working 1v1. Onto the outside, Cervantes tried to center it, and it goes out of play. Good turn by Nakud that time. He gets around a defender. Canyon's trying to counter. Nakud has Leskin running around the outside. Sends it on to him. Leskin chips it back into the middle, and it's knocked away by Haberfield. Good save that time by Haberfield on a decent drive and a decent chance for Canyons. This one out off of Santa Barbara. Canyons with a throw-in. Fryer couldn't handle. Jansen back the other way. Santa Barbara trying to work again. Harold, excuse me. Can't read my own notes. Had it for a moment. Santa Barbara recontrols. Alibi into the middle of the field. Jansen plays catch with Garcia de la Fuente. Now onto the near side to Cervantes. Now Garcia de la Fuente back into the middle of the field. Morera ahead, trying to feed Munns. Now Jansen with it. Cuts to his left. Takes a left-footed strike. Swanson a stop. Rebound chance, and it's just driven wide. Good look for Santa Barbara once again. Jansen with this little cut move to the middle, got a shot on. It was a big rebound. Munns cutting through. You can see he just missed it. Wide of the goal, trying to get it around Matthew Swanson. So Munns ever so close to the first half hat trick. Played ahead. Chacon Gallardo for Santa Barbara runs onto it, plays it back to Haberfield. Carrols will control back in their own end. Garcia de la Fuente steps around a Cougar attacker as Julian De La O was coming at him. Now Garcia de la Fuente to the outside. Alibi. Santa Barbara just content to control back just outside their own 18. Here comes Santa Barbara on a counterattack on the outside. Cross to the middle. Jansen trying to get onto it, couldn't get there. Santa Barbara with control onto the outside of the field. Munns trying to chip ahead, goes out off of Canyons. Inside of 10 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Fryer, pressured from behind, has to play it back. Indians will bring it on to the outside. Alejandro Torres will get it over towards Reyes Silva. Back to Alejandro Torres, the other captain out on the field for COC. Larcier onto the far side. Cougars want to work ahead. Meltzer, middle of the field. Trying to get it over to De La O. Bounces off of a couple of bodies. Leskin able to play back for control for Canyons here. Torres, or excuse me, Reyes Silva. Wanted to get it over to Leskin. Stepped in front of by Cervantes. Good defense there. And now Garcia de la Fuente on the near side of the field. Gets it to Cervantes up the near sideline as he splits a couple of defenders on the pass. Tried to cut it back. Went back to Fryer for Canyons, who got it to De La O. Has it taken away from him immediately by Vanden Odenweer. Played ahead towards Munns. Munns delays. Already has 2 in the game. He's looking for maybe 3, but has it drifted away by Canyons. They played ahead. Nakud gets around one defender. Long run here for Nakud. Trying to work onto it into the corner. Outside the 18. Cuts it to the middle. De La O couldn't get a good shot away. Was trying to clip it between his own legs, it seemed like, and just didn't get much on it on the one touch. Good challenge that time by Leskin to get a takeaway. Looks like Jansen's hurt afterwards. Santa Barbara going to play it forward. Garcia de la Fuente, 1v1. At the 18, tries to put it on and drives it wide. And a goal kick coming for COC. comes Larcier onto the outside. He's trying to get it to Arana, but he couldn't run onto it. Fryer tried to flip it to the middle of the field. Santa Barbara trying to attack again. Offside flag going to be given to Santa Barbara here. Another chance on goal, and Swanson able to knock it down. Here's Leskin. Trying to swing it onto the outside. Reyes Silva couldn't run onto it. As we're just about the final 2 minutes here, the first half. So final two, we work off the officials' watch now. Santa Barbara with a 2-0 lead. Jansen with the ball. Will play it along the outside of the field on the far side. Harold will play it ahead. Lovegren was trying to play it along the far sideline, went out off of Canyons, and it'll once again be Santa Barbara throw in here. Here comes Cervantes. Garcia de la Fuente now. Stepping around a defender, cuts it across through the middle. The Cougars back with enough bodies to defend. Leskin up the near sideline here with plenty of time to work. We'll slow it down and leave it for Alejandro Torres. Torres ahead to De La O. Cougars just one touch it back to Torres, who will then chip it along to the far side and try and flip the field for COC. They trail by 2. Only had a couple of attacks, nothing really dangerous. Haberfield has made the saves he's needed to, and really nothing else, as there's nothing been really coming at him. Foul going to be called against Santa Barbara here. Fryer back to Torres. Poked out. And that is the final whistle of the first half. COC with a 2-0 deficit. Couple of goals by Bart Munns for Santa Barbara. And he has the Vaqueros out to a 2-0 lead. We'll step aside. Second half action when we come back.
Hi, I'm Clara.
Hi, I'm Diana.
Welcome to College of the Canyons.
We are so excited to share our beautiful campuses with you. At College of the Canyons, we have distinguished ourselves as one of the leading community colleges in California through our high-quality academics, forward-thinking staff, and outstanding student support systems. We have 3 campuses that serve well over 33,000 students.
The Valencia campus is our original and largest campus and has a university feel in a park-like setting. The Canyon Country campus is our newest campus. It is located on the east side of town and is nestled in the foothills, giving it a small community feel.
And our 3rd campus is fully online, offering the opportunity to take classes whenever it's most convenient for you.
With a wide range of educational offerings, College of the Canyons offers students the option to earn certificates or associate degrees and prepare for transfer to 4-year universities. Students are able to choose from more than 200 academic programs and enjoy access to a large offering of student services, clubs, athletics, resources, and extracurricular events and activities.
We have a lot of exciting things to show you. So let's get started. Thank you for joining us on this virtual tour.
If you find that you have any additional questions, you can contact Outreach and School Relations either by email or phone. We'll see you on campus.
It's your summer choice.
Play-by-play, I will run my mouth. I used to have a blind fan that would come up and sit 2 rows in front of me, forcing me to beat.
Who will sit one? Kate? Oh man, I got a lottery ticket for tomorrow, baby. I got a lottery ticket for tomorrow. I'm gonna walk out of there a millionaire.
$1 million baseball.
For now, maybe he'll hit a second tonight. And you'll be like, "What am I here? What am I here for?"
I'll take 701. It'll be something. Oh,
Get a bat.
the best baseball moment I've ever
He'll
seen.
get a pat on the back
I
if he
ain't
hits
trading
2
for a
today.
bat, trust me.
Signed bat.
Maybe maybe I can bring it to Cougar Town.
Oh, there's a game. Has Judge hit one yet? Or the Red Sox pitch around him again all day?
Not seen that.
That's fine. They can listen to announcer audio. He only goes right here.
I know he runs this way. I know he stops there. I just want to get out of the way.
Yeah, they can get by without me. Where are you sitting? Oh, yeah. How deep?
311 Rose Tag. That's reachable. That's reachable. I mean, it's not home run seats, but
He's going to have to really rip one to get it back.
off Kershaw? Yeah, it's Kershaw tomorrow.
Yeah, he's really going to have to rip one to get it back there. Kershaw don't throw 97.
Kershaw don't pitch the whole game either. Watch Kimbrel come in.
I'm just telling you, Kershaw don't throw hard enough to get back.
Mostly I just want to see Kershaw too. Who knows when he walks away. Oh yeah, 100%. I want to see it one more time.
Turn!
Guarantee it. They win this year, he's done.
Second half action here on the Cougar Sports Network, COC and Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara with a 2-0 lead. And they have a set piece here. Now an opportunity on a ball that's about 25 out. Lovegren will take it here. Jansen also standing near it. Lovegren in a run up, swings it on and swings it up one over the net wide. It's actually the wrong replay camera, so we apologize. Trying to clean things up here. Cougars trying to find an attack. Nearly got one that time and just couldn't get it on goal.
I don't think so.
Off the corner, served in, defended away, and actually it's going to be a whistle. It's crashing in on Haberfield that time, was one of the Cougars. So we go back to work. Santa Barbara holding that 2-0 lead. There's Leskin on a run. He had it taken away. One rolls right through the interior. Cougars kind of get away with one here. Now a chance for Santa Barbara. A shot off the crossbar. Rebound chance. Munns whiffs. Another chance. Knocked away and cleared out by COC. Really good looks for Santa Barbara there. Harold with a really good chance that went off the crossbar. Trying to beat the keeper. So it was Kiram who's taken over here in the second half. Now another chance. Jansen tried to drive it and didn't get it. So here's COC with a chance now, just outside the midfield stripe. Bottom of the center circle to try and serve one into the box. And once again, Haberfield up to knock it down. Collected as he falls down to the turf.
Oh man, that wasn't even his fault.
Still 2-0 Santa Barbara. Cougars have not had a dangerous attack so far here in the second. Santa Barbara has had one. Came off the left foot of Harold, went off the crossbar, and then a rebound chance from Jensen got knocked down by COC. That's been the best attack so far in the second half. Free kick here for Santa Barbara. Harold now on a short little run onto the near side. Lovegren trying to work against a defender. Good challenge that time by Arana, able to knock it away. Nakud couldn't turn it back the other way. Fryer now trying to pressure Guevara Tauti and could not. Santa Barbara still attacking. They've been all over the Cougars on pressure here so far in the second half. Here's Guevara Tauti onto the outside. We'll flip it back. Lovegren. And knocked away by Canyons. The Cougars wants to go back the other way. Pass from Koskas got knocked down. Now Fryer got a jersey tug but runs through it. Play it along to Koskas here. We'll slow things up. RCA one touch ahead, trying to spring Nakud, didn't get it to him. Good step up there by Arana. Canyons, though, turns it over. Lovegren stepping around a defender. Wanted to drive it to the far side. Sandino was able to knock it away. Cougars on a long run here. Larcier played on the outside. Fryer down the near wing. As they work towards the box. Fryer, a couple of nice moves. A left-footed strike towards the far corner, and he missed it wide. Fryer dancing around a couple of defenders, but just couldn't find a shot on goal. And the best chance of the second half for COC. They still trail 2-0. Lovegren got knocked down. Whistle for a foul. And an Odenweird played it ahead. Now Valdez plays it ahead. Santa Barbara along the outside on the far side. Service for Munns. And he heads it just wide. Good ball, good look for Munns that time. As you can see him kind of cut right through the middle on service from the outside. And just couldn't get it on goal. Now Larcier for Canyons. Good service down the near sideline. Koskas. 1v1 along the outside. Couldn't get around the defender. Harold there to knock it away. Nakud gets a takeaway. Nakud just outside the 18. Got it to Larcier. His shot was blocked. Lovegren going to keep it in play. Good first touch that time by Canyons as Cedino able to knock it down. Koskas. His pass knocked down. Jensen back the other way. Santa Barbara along the far side of the field. Long run here. Demir Cole knocks down a Cougar player. Comes over and picks him up. Foul going to be called against Demir Cole, so it'll be free ball for Canyons here. De La almost got onto that one on a clearing play. After service into the box by the Cougars, but couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, this is cool. I've been wanting to get one since like middle school.
It's like it's 24 to 105 lookalike. 24 to 1? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doubles as a lens?
No, I think it's actually made out of the.
Cougars get a takeaway here. Santa Barbara wasn't happy about it. Larcier to Fryer. Fryer chips. Leskin trying to run onto it. Into the corner. Leskin couldn't cross it into the middle of the field. Cougars get a takeaway though. Right into the middle of Nakud. Couldn't get a shot away. Was trying to work it with the right foot. Back the other way, Santa Barbara countering here. Through ball. Lovegren. Back into the middle. Munns behind the defense. Chips on and he scores. Munns again. His third of the match, and he's got the hat trick. Good through ball to find Lovegren from the back line. Chipped right to Munns, who strikes it home. And Santa Barbara has stretched the lead to 3. There's actually a Cougar down in midfield, looking like a cramp maybe. Let's see who it was down, but nonetheless, it's 3-0 Santa Barbara.
Jasmine should be the announcer.
So it's Jacob Reyes Silva who was down on the field cramping up, so he'll get taken out.
Let's get nuts.
Ashley's there. Now that's the one I gotta worry about. I gotta prep her. She's just gonna be happy to be there, happy to be taking her ball game. Because even when we went to the All-Star game, me and Bobby are walking to our seats. Some dude jumps out the aisle. Keep it in. That was for $9.
So about 25 minutes to go here in the second half. Santa Barbara with a 3-0 lead. It's been all Bart Munns today. 3 goals so far for Santa Barbara. So there's Fryer trying to play it along the outside. Goes out off of COC, and actually I think it's a foul on COC, so it's a free play away for Santa Barbara. They go quick and go to the attack when driven wide.
Don't zoom in on my pores, dude. I'm breaking out on that side of my face. It's just a hey. What? How you doing, man? Dude, I'm breaking out on this side too, so that's why I'm like.
Long run this time for Arana. Had it knocked out, and it goes to the football field. Cougars go quickly back into play. Here goes Nakud. Into the middle, Larcier steps around one. Larcier, right-footed strike, but that one not even close. Missed by about 45 feet. And substitutions coming off the far sideline.
Here's the question next. Bring a glove. I probably will. Like, you're that guy.
I'm not usually.
Because I'm not that guy.
I gave that up when
Gloves are for 10-year-olds.
I gave that up when I started college.
Maybe 12. You can get away with it if you're like 12, 13. Once you get to high school, you're kind of,
I told you I'm gonna be Rex Hudler in the booth next year. Catches myself. Did you see it?
They're all different pictures.
Yeah. Doing knuckleball.
Yeah, but Rexy's Rexy. They're a little crazy.
Here's Larcier. Serves down the near side. Trying to run onto it was Koskas. Got around a defender, got knocked down in the box. No whistle, no foul. It goes out off of Koskas, and it's going to be a free kick away.
I'm surprised they wouldn't let you bring that in. They used to. Used to be able to get anything you wanted, except for a knife. Shoot, I can go to Disneyland with just about anything. They just look at it and go, okay. Yeah, but they let you go in with all sorts of food. He hit 700. People used to do that. He hit 700. Just hit 700. Jesse, you're out. Yeah, rerun.
Okay, 701. Did he really?
Yeah.
Cougars got stepped on there on a challenge, Alejandro Torres.
Yeah, not for what?
I'm not going now, 701. No, I don't want that. Cancel that. The Raiders at home on Sunday?
They're on TV. They're not at all.
Amy said she cursed your Raiders, by the way, for something under the bus.
Oh, for the.
I did, but then I said I took it back
Took it
because
back.
they did blow a 20-point lead to Arizona, so I don't need to curse them. I think they're already on the way.
This one, the short left.
Big bird.
Probably left with the big.
So it looks like Torres is going to get helped off. I think he got stepped on the play. It's his right foot, right ankle maybe.
Goldschmidt. And now Paul Goldschmidt, the baseball Vickford. And there's a drive into left field. Make it a 6-0 ball game.
Oh, we're up. They're calling this tight, though. They're calling this an elimination game. Yeah, it's okay.
See this? Don't worry about it. That's great. Here you go, boys. Go enjoy some golf. Stop beating on us.
Fryer will play it ahead. De La O onto it. Canyons trying to find anything, find some sort of attack. They trail 3-0.
You're welcome.
3 goals by Bart Munns, and that's it right now. 2 in the first half, 1 in the second half, and Santa Barbara has just really dominated the game pretty much start to finish. Munn's first goal in the 15th minute. He added one late in the first half and early here in the second. It seems as though the Vaqueros, just more speed on their side of the field, have created more opportunities. As another whistle for a foul against Canyons.
I got it here.
Switch the ball!
I had it like.
Ozzy, tell him to switch the ball!
Hot mic. Hot mic. Hot mic. There you go. Yeah, that sounds like hot mic. Hot mic.
Oscars!
Ball knocked out off of Santa Barbara deep in their own end. Canyons trying to go quick. Couldn't get it. On the near side, right in front of us, World Meikle calling for the ball to be switched. Hollering for it, and just has not been able to get that opportunity for Santa Barbara as he was standing all alone on this side. The ball has kind of been pushed onto that far side of the field. Cougars with an opportunity. A long shot goes wide of the goal. Not extremely dangerous as Haberfield was there.
Shake.
This ball played ahead by Santa Barbara, flipped back into the middle of the field. Liam Wilder with the opportunity to flick it back towards the middle. Santa Barbara couldn't get anything on it. Canyons can't get it clear though. Served into the box, popped up in the air. Kieran will gather it like a kick returner. And then drive it away like a punter. Leskin couldn't get around a defender. Santa Barbara back the other way onside. Counterattack here coming off that far side. Working into the box. Good defense that time by COC. So they get a takeaway along the far side of the field. And we'll just flip it along the far sideline, try to keep it in play and get it clear. Service ahead. Leskin trying to get there. Vergen on it first. Touched it back to Haberfield. Then a foul going to be called against Canyons here. Santa Barbara going back to work. Quickly on a counter back the other way. Marana able to clear it out. Santa Barbara able to take it back. Ivan Tauti had it for a moment. Now Fryer and Koskas gather for a takeaway. Joe Pooters, Van den Odenweer able to knock it out, and the Cougars will sub in 4 fresh bodies here, likely for the final 15 minutes, trailing by 3. Marquez does it back to the middle of the field. Cougars trying to get it onto the outside as Marquez, one of the fresh bodies in. Davila now trying to serve it to the middle. Not there for Nico Marquez, but it's out off of a Santa Barbara player, and the Cougars will get a corner here. Cougars go short with the corner. Can't get it into the box. Santa Barbara with a good clear. Will DeMico on it. Had it taken away. Now tugging on a jersey from behind. Not going to get whistled for a foul. Kind of comes up limp as he was chasing down one of the Cougars. Looks like his hamstring kind of bothering him, and now he looks over at the sideline. He's asking for a sub. As Santa Barbara recontrols back in their own end. Themselves had it. Now Chacon Gallardo with it. Played out, and it's a throw in for Santa Barbara. Weren't ready for the play to continue. Sub was still coming off, so we'll go back on a throw in here for Santa Barbara. Fryer now for COC. Ball kept in. Fryer still working. And it's stripped off of him. Ball in the corner now, kicked out towards the middle. And into the game for Santa Barbara is Badarian in goal, and Daniel Badarian will play it away. Koskas into the middle of the field. Marquez wanted to touch it back to Sogomonian. Sandino tried to get onto it, could not. Now Sandino gets a steal and stops it up on the near sideline.
Reset it.
First contact off the back line, that time by Alejandro Chavez. Canyons, good touch into the middle. Fryer couldn't connect on the pass. Another takeaway for COC here. Marquez spinning, got spun himself down to the floor, wanted a foul, didn't get it. Canyons back the other, or excuse me, Santa Barbara back the other way. Canyons gets a takeaway though. Marquez back up, gets the steal. Roscas around a defender. Sogomonian trying to chip it over everybody and defended away by Santa Barbara here. Now back the other way comes Canyon, or Santa Barbara, excuse me, and out of play. Good pressure by Sandino that time to force Garcia de la Fuente from being able to keep it in play. Good throw in here. Marquez kind of gets tugged on from Omsels, and that'll draw a foul. Sogomonian going to serve this one up here for COC. On the near sideline, just a few steps outside the 18. Chipped in, defended away by Santa Barbara. Nine and a half to go. Santa Barbara cruising with a 3-0 lead right now. Cougars have finally started to press a little bit, but still have not gotten any dangerous chances away. The Santa Barbara defense has been stout here. There's Marquez. Had it stripped off of him from behind by Omsels that time. Diaz. Now Guevara Tauti. Cougars clear it back onto the Santa Barbara side of midfield. But the Vaqueros recover and control. Garcia de la Fuente up the near side, cuts to the middle. Plays it along ahead. Right-footed strike towards the far side from Gino Contreras, goes wide. And they said it's a corner kick as it was actually off of Sandino maybe. And so Santa Barbara will get a corner here. Low corner to the near side of the internal box. Cleared away by Sogomonian. Cougars trying to go back the other way. Ball bounces in towards Santa Barbara's goal. Cougars trying to attack Marquez. Couldn't do anything with it. One of the Cougars down on the near sideline is Arana. So we'll get Arana getting stretched out here. So Rana all right, gonna get some help off. So as soon as Arana back off the field, play go back to work. Josh Churong coming back in.
Let's go. Keep touching. Let's work.
And it looks like Santa Barbara going to make a sub as well. Vanden Odenweer off the field. And Arthur Morea back on.
Into the crowd. Yeah, no. Hey. In. Josh, all the way, Josh. All the way, Josh.
Garcia de la Fuente battling with Truong, who gets the takeaway. Sells plays it out. Truong gets it right back in. Marquez trying to spin on the near sideline. Koskas serves. Canyon's trying to bump it back out, trying to find space. So Gamonian couldn't get onto it. Cougars still trying to attack. They need 3 in the final 3.5 in extra time. So in the final 2. Cougars deep back in their own end.
Welcome back, Kyle. Bye.
See ya, Ash.
Canyon's trying to get an attack, trying to salvage at least a goal. Santa Barbara not willing to yield right now. Sogomonian, the nice hip check. It's going to be called for a foul, though, as it's not hockey, it's soccer. Can't do that. Karam way out. Canyon's trying to defend it away, and they will. Got a little lucky that time. Marquez overruns the ball. Now Marquez all by himself, long run here. Looking for some help, has 3 white jerseys around him. Will get it onto the outside. They'll serve it into the middle. Doesn't get to Koskas. Santa Barbara will clear it off into the corner. Flip it out to the middle of the field. And it'll be a throw in for Canyons. Deep throw in for COC here. Right into the box. Just outside the 6-yard area. Cougars will get a corner here late. But trailing 3-0 and inside extra time now. Would need something rivaling a miracle to salvage a tie in this one as it goes out off of the goalkeeper. Canyons will get another corner. Looks like the Cougars will fall again, drop their 5th straight. Santa Barbara will pick up their 2nd win of the year. So now it's just a wait for the final whistle here.
Charlie XCX first became the artist. She was featured on the song, so got her going.
And there's the final whistle. So Santa Barbara takes it 3-0. The men and the women on Santa Barbara's side sweep. The Cougars drop their 5th straight. A tough loss for COC. Not much on the offensive side. Santa Barbara gets a hat trick from Bart Munns. That is all they need. That's all for us here tonight. We thank you for joining us on the Cougar Sports Network. And we'll see you next Friday. Volleyball scheduled on Friday against Bakersfield, our first conference matchup. We hope to see you then.